The story of Lean begins not in a modern tech company, but on the factory floors of post-war Japan. In the middle of the 20th century, the Toyota Motor Corporation faced immense challenges. It needed to rebuild and compete with massive American automakers, but it just didn't have their vast resources or capital. This necessity really became the mother of invention, forcing Toyota to think differently about production. They simply couldn't afford to waste materials, time, or effort. This environment of scarcity gave rise to a new philosophy, one focused on eliminating everything that did not add value for the customer. It was honestly a radical departure from the mass production systems that dominated the world at the time. This innovative system, which would later be called the Toyota Production System, or TPS, was the brainchild of pioneers like Taiichi Ohno and Eiji Toyoda. They observed every step of the manufacturing process with incredible detail. They asked simple yet profound questions. Why are we doing this? Does this step create value? How can we do it better, faster, and with less effort? Their goal was to create a smooth, continuous flow of production, where work moved seamlessly from one stage to the next without delays, defects, or unnecessary inventory. This relentless focus on efficiency and value laid the foundational groundwork for what the world now knows as lean thinking. The core idea was simple but powerful. Identify and eliminate muda, the Japanese word for waste. Ohno identified 7 primary types of waste, including overproduction, waiting, unnecessary transport, overprocessing, excess inventory, unnecessary motion, and defects. By systematically attacking these areas of inefficiency, Toyota was able to achieve remarkable results. They produced higher quality cars, more quickly, and at a lower cost than their competitors. This approach was not just a set of tools, it was a complete cultural shift that empowered every employee to contribute to improving the process, fostering a mindset of continuous improvement that became the company's signature strength. It wasn't until the late 1980s and early 1990s that these ideas truly spread to the Western world. Researchers from MIT, including myself, studied the Toyota system extensively. We coined the term lean in our book, The Machine That Changed the World, to describe this revolutionary approach. The name was chosen because lean production systems required less of everything. Less human effort, less manufacturing space, less investment in tools, and less time to develop new products. This new label helped to package the philosophy for a global audience, sparking a worldwide movement that would soon extend far beyond the automotive industry. Initially, lean principles were seen as a manufacturing-specific strategy, a set of tools for making cars or other physical goods more efficiently. The early adopters outside of Japan were primarily in the automotive and aerospace industries, where the benefits of reducing waste and improving flow were immediately obvious. Companies like Ford and General Electric began implementing elements of the Toyota production system, such as just-in-time inventory and quality circles. However, they often focused on the tools without fully embracing the underlying culture of respect for people and continuous improvement, which led to mixed results and a slower adoption rate in the West during its initial phase. As the 21st century approached, a significant shift began to occur. Thinkers and practitioners realized that the core principles of lean, delivering value and eliminating waste, were not limited to the factory floor. These ideas were universal. The philosophy began to spread into service industries like healthcare, where it was used to reduce patient wait times, improve the quality of care, and eliminate administrative waste. Banks used lean to streamline loan application processes, and government agencies applied it to deliver public services more effectively. This expansion demonstrated the true flexibility and power of lean thinking beyond its manufacturing origins. The next major leap in lean's evolution came with the rise of the digital age and the software development industry. Startups and tech companies faced a highly uncertain environment where they needed to innovate rapidly. A new methodology called Lean Startup, pioneered by Eric Ries, adapted the core principles for this new context. It emphasized building a minimum viable product, measuring how customers react, and then learning whether to pivot or persevere. This cycle of build, measure, learn is a direct application of the lean principle of continuous improvement, or Kaizen, applied to product development and innovation in the fast-paced world of technology. Today, lean has evolved into a comprehensive business philosophy that integrates with other modern methodologies like Agile and Six Sigma. It is no longer just about tools but about creating an organizational culture focused on learning and adaptation. From lean software development to lean marketing and even lean government, the principles have proven to be incredibly versatile. The focus remains the same as it was in Toyota's factories decades ago: relentlessly pursue perfection by creating more value for the customer with fewer resources. The context has changed, but the fundamental wisdom of lean endures and continues to guide organizations across every sector of the global economy. At the very core of lean thinking is the concept of delivering value as defined by the customer. Value is what the customer is truly willing to pay for. Everything else is considered waste. This customer-centric perspective is the starting point for all lean activities. To understand value, an organization must step into its customer's shoes and see its products or services from their point of view. This principle really forces businesses to move beyond internal assumptions and focus on solving real customer problems. Any activity, process, or feature that does not contribute to this goal is a candidate for elimination, making the pursuit of value the ultimate driver of efficiency. To achieve this, Lean employs the principle of Kaizen, which is the Japanese term for continuous improvement. Kaizen is not about making occasional massive changes. It is about fostering a culture where small incremental improvements are made every day by every employee. It empowers the people who do the work to identify problems and suggest solutions, based on the belief that they are the true experts. This creates a dynamic and engaged workforce that is constantly seeking out and eliminating waste. Kaizen is a mindset that says, no process is ever perfect, it can always be made better, ensuring the organization never becomes complacent. Another key methodology is the value stream map. This is a simple but powerful visualization tool used to analyze the entire process of creating and delivering a product or service. It maps out every single step, from the initial customer request to the final delivery. For each step, the map identifies whether it adds value or is a form of waste, such as waiting, rework, or unnecessary movement. By creating a visual representation of the flow of work, teams can easily see where the bottlenecks, delays, and inefficiencies are. This clear picture allows them to target specific areas for improvement, making their efforts more focused and effective. A simple way to visualize the lean process is to think of it as a river. The goal is a smooth, fast-flowing river that carries value directly to the customer. Waste is like rocks and dams that obstruct the flow, creating slow-moving pools, inventory, and turbulent rapids, defects. Lean methodologies are the tools used to systematically remove these obstructions. For instance, just-in-time production removes the dam of excess inventory. Poka-yoke, or mistake-proofing, removes the rocks that cause defects. By clearing the path, the river of value can flow unimpeded, delivering what the customer wants, when they want it, with minimal effort. This visual metaphor really captures the essence of creating a streamlined and efficient system. One of the most significant advantages of adopting lean principles is the dramatic improvement in quality. Traditional systems often rely on quality inspections at the end of the production line, which is a reactive approach that finds defects after they have already occurred. Lean, in contrast, builds quality into the process itself. By using techniques like Poka-yoke, mistake-proofing, and empowering employees to stop the line when a problem arises, which is called jidoka, defects are prevented from happening in the first place. This proactive focus on quality means less rework, fewer customer complaints, and a stronger brand reputation built on reliability and excellence. Another major benefit is a substantial reduction in costs. Waste, in all its forms, costs money. Excess inventory ties up capital and requires expensive storage space. Overproduction consumes raw materials and energy for products that may never be sold. Defects lead to costly repairs, replacements, and warranty claims. By systematically identifying and eliminating these forms of waste through value stream mapping and continuous improvement, organizations can significantly lower their operating expenses. These savings can then be passed on to customers through lower prices or reinvested back into the business for further innovation and growth. Lean also leads to increased efficiency and shorter lead times. Lead time is the total time it takes to deliver a product or service from the initial order to the final customer. In non-lean systems, work often sits in queues, waiting for the next step, which dramatically inflates the lead time. By creating a smooth, continuous flow and eliminating bottlenecks, Lean drastically reduces these waiting periods. This means customers get what they want much faster, which is a powerful competitive advantage in today's fast-paced market. For the organization, shorter cycles mean it can respond more quickly to changes in customer demand. Ultimately, the cumulative effect of these advantages is greater customer satisfaction and improved employee morale. When customers receive high-quality products quickly and at a fair price, their loyalty grows. At the same time, Lean creates a more respectful and engaging work environment. Employees are not just treated as cogs in a machine, they are empowered as problem solvers whose knowledge and creativity are valued. This sense of ownership and contribution leads to higher job satisfaction and lower turnover. In conclusion, Lean is more than just a toolkit for efficiency. It is a holistic philosophy that creates a healthier, more resilient, and more successful organization for everyone involved.